Welcome everybody, this is the Cryptonometron and this video is about 10 rules for trading cryptocurrencies. Rule number 1, no impulse buys. How many times have I made the mistake of buying something on impulse when I haven't made a plan and I haven't calculated what I'm doing correctly, and I've bought at a peak and I've lost money. Impulse buys are a no-no. Have a plan of what you're going to buy and get in at the right time. Number 2, don't buy on fear of missing out. And it's similar to number 1. Do not buy based on the fact you think you're going to miss out on the next big thing. You're not. Inevitably, you'll end up buying at a peak and you'll be losing money. We've all done it. Don't do it. Don't buy on FOMO, fear of missing out. Number 3, if it is a project you know is good long term, hold it for a longer period. Don't be impatient and cash out for a quick buck. If you know it's got good fundamentals, you know it's got good potential, then don't sell it for a quick buck. You might even need the money. Just hang on to it for as long as possible until it can realize its potential. We've all been guilty of buying something and selling it too quickly and then the next day watching it shoot to the moon. So beware and don't cash out too quickly, guys, okay? Number 4, wait for a good entry point. If one does not appear, move on to something else. Pick your entry point carefully. Get in at a level that you know you can make money and that's a good bargain. If there isn't an entry point there, don't buy it for the sake of it. Move on to another asset. There's thousands of them out there now. You can find one that's got a good entry point and some good potential. Move on to something better that has more possibility. Number 5, patience is the key to all trades. Impatience only leads to buying at peaks and selling in troughs and not knowing what you're doing. Always be patient, take a deep breath, go into the trade with your plan ready, execute your plan properly, relax at all times. Put on some soothing music, light an incense stick, whatever you do, relax, chill out. Don't become impatient, don't become angry. That causes us to make mistakes. We don't want to make mistakes. We want to be patient and calculated in what we're doing. 6, do not buy into something you don't understand. If you don't know what the token is, you don't know what the project is, if you don't know anything about it, don't risk your money in that asset. Always do your due diligence so you know what your money is going into, and then you will know some of the potential of what you're buying. If you do not understand it, you cannot comprehend what it's going to do in the future. Forewarned is forearmed. Plan accordingly. Number 7, check the trading volume. It is always a good indicator of how an asset is going to perform. If an asset is rising rapidly, there's a high trading volume, then there's a chance you can make money. Cryptocurrencies are a very volatile market at the moment, especially the altcoins, so they will go up and down very quickly, and this will all be dependent on trading volume. If an asset has a low trading volume, it is very unlikely to go up very quickly or down very quickly unless the volume changes. So always pay attention to the volume. If the asset has a low volume, then it can be easily manipulated. If it has a high volume, there's less chance of manipulation by whales and people buying or selling a lot of the asset. So always pay attention to the trading volume. It is the best indicator of how that is going to perform, whether it's going to shoot up and make a profit, whether it's going to stagnate, whether it's going to take a loss. The volume is a key. Number 8, try to understand why an asset will perform or not perform. This is the key to knowing its true value at any given time. If you know why something is going to do something, then you're armed and you can predict to an extent what is going to happen with that asset. Buy the rumors, sell the news is the common phrase, and that's true in this case. If you know why an asset will go up, then it's a good investment. If you don't know why, you're taking a risk. You might believe in the asset, but you have no reasoning behind that belief. You have to understand why it's going to do what it's going to do. Similarly, if it's going to go down, you have to understand why it's going to go down. Why are people dumping it? Why are people moving away from this asset? What's going on? If you understand the whys, it's much easier to anticipate and react accordingly. Number 9, and we're all guilty of this one. Do not sit at the computer staring at the charts with your asset in play. Go away, forget about it, and come back to it later to see its performance. If you are worried about it losing, then set a stop loss order on your exchange. Now, this is important because, again, it's down to patience. If you sit and you watch an asset performing, it's going up, it's coming down, then you get nervous and you're more inclined to make mistakes. Leave it alone and come back to it later on. If you set a stop loss, you can limit your losses. Again, be careful with stop losses. Crypto is very volatile. It might go down, you might sell, and then it might shoot back up again. It's all about setting it where you feel comfortable. Number 10, don't let your emotions control your actions. I can't emphasize how important this is. Do not get nostalgic or sentimental over assets. They don't have feelings, guys. Treat them like a hooker with a client. Fuck them, forget them, get out and get paid. The worst thing you can do is become attached to an asset, thinking you believe in the project, you believe in what it's going to do when it's making you a loss. Unless you're holding it for a very long term, get rid of it, get into something else. We like to see everything making money. We don't like to see things that are losing a lot of money. We're all guilty of it. We get sentimental. Oh, this was the first currency I bought. I'm going to hold on to it until, and it loses and loses and loses money. We're about earning money here, guys. We're not about being sentimental and holding on to a worthless currency until it drops off the horizon altogether. Get rid of it. If it's losing money, get rid of it. Do not keep it. Admit to yourself, swallow your pride. I made a mistake buying this one. It hasn't made any money, and get rid of it. That is the worst thing you can do, holding on to it, because you'll just make more losses and you'll get nothing back. Cut your ties and get rid of it. Get into something that's going to make you money. Okay, guys? We're all guilty of all of these 10 rules at one time or another, myself included. Emotions are a key to controlling what you're doing. If you don't have any emotions on what you're doing, you will make money. If you get attached to assets, then it will be a problem. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. That's the first video from the Cryptonomatron. I shall return tomorrow, and tomorrow's topic will be ETHConnect ICO. Should I buy in? And a lot of you will probably already know the answer to that, but we'll discuss that tomorrow, as tomorrow is the day of the ETHConnect ICO. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.